All right, everyone. We are back. Back at it again with that Castlevania. Okay. So it looks... What the hell? Is that an old, like, short man that's pelvic thrust? Yep, that's exactly what that is. That's not a small animal, right? Like, that is a balding man that is pelvic thrusting the ground and then proceeding to attempt at pouncing me. All right then. So I wanted to talk today about, I guess, something that happened. Story time, I guess. Went to the dentist that went to the dentist the other day and had a cavity filled. And I have never had a cavity before. So this was the first time I had ever got a filling. And instead of the dentist using a Novocaine shot on my gums, which I feel like that's what they usually do, they decided to give me laughing gas, which was fine. I've had laughing gas once before. I can't remember why. Had it once before and really, really enjoyed it. It was nice. Got really high. But this time around, yes, I still did get really high, but it was the worst kind of feeling I had ever experienced in my life. Honestly. Like, I remember sitting in the chair, and I'm hooked up to the thingy that's giving me the laughing gas. And it feels good at first, you know, feel real calm, feel weightless. It's a nice feeling. Until all of a sudden, I guess I start to become hyper aware of it without even trying to be, if that makes sense. Well, my heart rate starts increasing, like a lot. And, before I know it, before I know it, I'm like, I am in a different room. I left my body, I left the room. I am seeing like 3 of the same images over and over again. And they were listening to the radio at the dentist office, like some song was playing, but it was completely distorted, like what you'd imagine like in a horror movie. Like instead of I can't even think of a song, but instead of a guy singing, it sounded more like it was terrifying, to the point where I started freaking out and like kicking, and eventually like apparently I was telling, hey, I jumped backwards again. Wow. Apparently I started telling the okay, hold on. I really need to just adjust this. I started telling the dentist, like, hey, I need to leave. I need to leave. And I was like kicking and trying to kicking and trying to get out of my chair. It was the worst, at least the worst medical experience in my life. In terms of, I guess, just fear and anxiety. And I should say, going into it, I was, to be honest, like a little nervous. Because like I said, I've never had a cavity filling, so I didn't really know what to expect. But I wasn't overly paranoid about it or anything. I was like, you know, I've had my wisdom teeth taken out, so like it can't be much worse than that, you know? It's probably not even remotely close to that, so I'll be fine. So I really wasn't that nervous. But yeah, it was terrifying. Honestly, it was the worst medical. Like, okay, I've had appendicitis, and that's a fairly common thing. And I'm not trying to be like, oh, boo-hoo, I had appendicitis or anything, but that shit hurts. Like, really badly. I'm sure there are plenty of worse things out there, but it wasn't fun. You know, okay. When we get to this point, I'm going to shut the hell up so I can actually get through this, because this is starting to get aggravating. What was I saying? Yeah, I had appendicitis, and that sucked. It was a lot of pain. It was so painful to the point of nauseum. Like I was puking in the waiting room to be treated, and that was probably the worst pain I've ever experienced. I think I'd rather go through that than the drug-induced hallucination freak-out deal. That was, ooh. I mean, I'm sure there are people out there that love laughing gas, love other forms of hallucinogens. Not for me, man. I am good. Okay. Yes. Okay. All right. Yeah, reality is already sometimes a scary enough place, but at least you can rationalize. Like when you're completely tripping out in a different reality like that, what is there to rationalize? And just the total lack of control of being in I don't know, when you experience uncomfortable, disassociative highs like that. I don't know. I'm sure it's quite a different perspective when it's a positive trip versus a negative, but not worth the risk, man. Not worth the risk. I'm just gonna cheat the system here. Gosh. Okay. Yeah, anyway. Wasn't fun. Don't recommend it. Okay, sorry, y'all. I'm really trying to. Okay. This is a bad move. Damn. Oh. There goes, like, what was it, 30 hearts? That really sucks. That's these crows, man. They really suck. Getting impatient, trying to rush it. It's not gonna... Imagine that's not the smartest thing to do, but... Whoa, okay. Alright. That worked out. That really worked out. Dagger. This is totally a boss fight, isn't it? Oh, what the? Huh. Cool. Oh, yeah, okay, I was about to say. There's no way it's not. Okay, I do not want to be... Stop! What the hell? I do not want to be sandwich... What am I... Alright. Oh, you're kidding. Okay, we got this. We got this. Yeah, if you guys have any, traumatic, drug-induced freakouts, and you're feeling brave, feel free to, share in the comments below. Make me feel better about my pathetic and sad story. It was pathetic. It was, you know, it's embarrassing. I mean, I'm sure doctors see that, dentists, you know, all those guys see freakouts like that all the time, but it's still embarrassing, man. You know, it's like, I don't know. Maybe I get embarrassed too easily. Who knows? But I feel like that would embarrass a lot of people to be like so vulnerable and just start saying like stupid stuff, you know? Can I get a better weapon? What the heck am I supposed to do here? I am... Please die, please die. Oh my gosh. Okay. I lucked out there. Alright guys, I was hoping that we could do 2 bosses, but I'm happy with getting that one out of the way. And on the next episode, we will continue with stage 10 of Castlevania. Until next time, see y'all later.